The say that the Championship is full of swings and roundabouts, and bloody hell it is. We've just been battered at home, but then we've just battered a side away from home. Strange, because against all the norms of the Championship, but for the second time in Season 4, roll the intro.
It goes Pompey, 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 you're the team. Pompey, 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 you're the cream. Pompey, you're the greatest, and we'll keep following you. Yeah, we'll keep following Pompey, following the boys in blue.
Hello there everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Season 4 of the FM18 2018 Town of Portsmouth. Today we're playing a quite crucial Championship game against Bristol City and then a Carabao Cup game in the second round against League One high flyers Luton Town. And as you can see, we've had one result of each type in the first three games. Of course, last time out, we played our first game against Blackburn, which we drew 2-2 and then won 2-0 in the Carabao Cup first round. Then we got battered by Derby at home. Gazaniga, I don't have any faith in him anymore. Honestly, he was the worst keeper ever on that day. He just couldn't save anything, and that was the real problem. And then we bought Allsop in for the game against Villa, and we battered them. And I just do not believe it. We've got a few nasty injuries for players that have come out of the Villa game. Masterson and Rossiter are both out, so we're having to change those players. We'll actually change it, if I can speak right, our training focus. We're going to change to defending all round because we can attack. We just cannot defend, as proven by the last few seasons. But today we're playing against Bristol and then against Luton. We've had no transfer dealings in, but there's been a few players gone out. Medley, May, Mellor and Lemeka have gone out on loan, purely because there's not really the space for them in the team. We've already got some solid backup in the team already, so we don't really need them. Plus the fact they're getting to our age are about 20 or 21, so they either need first team football, and B, most are on the last years of the contract, so they really need to prove themselves at somewhere, and it's not going to be here. But today's game against Bristol in the Championship anyway, we're going for the 4-5-1. We've completely deleted the 4-2-2 because it's just not working. The other formation is the infamous 4-2-1-3. But for today's game anyway, we've got Allsop in goal, Thompson, Burge, Watmore and Husband at the back, with May and Colkett in the middle, Shenton, Abita and Lowe in the attacking midfield positions. Try Shenton in that position instead of Chaplin, needs a bit of a rest. And then McAlinden for his first start of the season up front. He's made 3 substitute appearances, but no start appearances just yet. So, as I said last episode, if you didn't quite get to watch that episode, this is going to be the season, hopefully, then that we can go up. That'll be really nice. And we haven't had the best start. We've had a little bit of an inconsistent start, which is exactly what we don't need at the start of this season. But if we can get a good run together, we can win this game and beat Forest in that next Championship game, then I feel like we can get a little bit of momentum going. We've got 4 points out of the available 9, but no team are absolutely running away with it at the moment. It seems Preston are the only team with a consistent record of winning all 3 games. Obviously, it's 0-0 there at the moment, but we're nearly ready. Well, we are ready to go. We're 7 minutes into the game, for goodness sake. We've gone with quite an attacking mentality now. We just want to attack. We concede a few, it doesn't really matter. But if we're focusing on defending in training, in theory, our defensive method should get a little bit better, and we can push forward a little bit anyway. But for Bristol anyway, Breenberg to Bryan, to Patterson to Bryan. This isn't looking quite good. Diadu to Patterson, and that was very nearly in the back of the net. But Ryan Allsop's definitely going to be our consistent goalkeeper now. Gazaniga this season, and in that game against Derby, I've just lost all faith in him. He was atrocious. Honestly, he was awful. We've had a good shot. We're dominating the. We've had a few good shots. We've had a good shot. I can't speak. We've had a good start to the game, and we've had a few shots. We're dominating here, and hopefully we can get a goal here. Todd Husband in the box for Lowe, and Jamal Lowe gets his first goal of the season. The left back and the right winger combined. It looks like it just crashed off the crossbar. We're actually in the period of trying to send Lowe out on loan at the moment. He's going to League One, I think, purely because he won't probably get as many games in this team, but if he's playing as well as he is today, he might well get Kai Naismith's place. And that was very lucky off the crossbar, but the goal keeper should have done a lot better there. Lowe practically had an open goal, and I'm much more than happy for him to have an open goal. And amazingly, after that terrible start of the first 2 games, only getting 1 point, we're in the playoffs. At the start of this Championship season, it's so wide open, and it's brilliant to see that we are actually dominating this game. And hopefully, well, it's a bit peculiar actually. We've had the most shots, but then Bristol have got the most possession. That is peculiar and very weird. But I'm more than happy with this at the moment. We're leading 1-0. McAlinden up there by himself isn't playing too well. That's the only problem with getting rid of that 4-2-2 formation, that you don't have 2 strikers. And some of the strikers just don't feel good enough playing up there by themselves. But surely with 3 attacking midfielders support and the 2 midfielders as well, I'm a bit shocked at that. But maybe it's because he's not getting as many chances, because the attacking midfielders are getting more chances, if that makes sense. So that's reflecting on his rating as not being so good. But we've got 35 minutes left here at the Fratton Park, and I'll be more than happy for us to stay in the lead, just 1-0. Something I need to tell you, by the way, folks. I was a bit concerned about this. I can't remember if I told you last season, but we did agree to double the size of Fratton Park from 18,000 seats to 36,000 seats, which is absolutely awesome. And Loesch got another goal. Fantastic for him. And basically, the club said no. After about 3 months of doing it, no, we hadn't got the required budget. And I thought, hey, that's weird, because we did lose about 4 million last year until we get something called, I can't remember what they're called now. They're like, not a statutory payment, but it's not a parachute payment, but it's a type of payment that you get after the end of solidarity payments, that's it. That we got at the end of last season, which was about 6 million. We got the same the season before. We ended up making a profit of £2 million. And apparently the club ain't got the money. And I'm thinking, oh, this is dodgy here. So it's not really a reason why we haven't spent money this summer. We've already made a £3 million profit this season already, which means that if we do make losses of around, £300,000 every month, that we're still covered. And obviously we have got those solidarity payments, which we can be covered by at the end of the season, because we really want to get that stadium expansion, especially if we're going to go into the Premier League. Double the seats. That would just be awesome. We're 3-0 up here against Bristol City. Jack Watmore gets the latest goal, and it's never mind, it won't count. But it seems that with the 4-5-1, we can command games, and if we're not conceding, that's a smile on the face for me, because it proves that our defensive methods are working. I'll tell you what, Wolves have had another bad start to the season, down in 21st. It's gone all dodgy on me now. We want to zoom in. Right, there we go. Lovely ball from Lowe to McAlinden. He shoots. Oh, nothing made of it. I'll tell you what, McAlinden's played poorly today. And we're going to give Jack Harper another chance up front. He did obviously get the chance in the Leyton Orient game, but hasn't had, because I don't think he's had a chance since then. And we're also going to, actually, not David Moyle, I don't think so. Do we bring Maley? We could bring, we'll bring Lowe off, actually, because he seems shattered. And we'll also bring Armstrong on. And we'll make it a triple substitution, why not? And we will bring Nathan Thompson off, because as you can see, he looks absolutely shattered with only 69 match condition, which is a bit worrying, but, he's come off, he's going to have a little bit of a break. I doubt he'll play the game against Luton Town, but a brilliant start for us today. 7 points off the first 4 matches. I don't really think we could ask for much better. Maybe a win against Blackburn, but, we start to get into all this hindsight rubbish again, and that's just not necessary, to be honest here. But we've got 5 minutes left. I was going to say a mix between 5 and 4. I couldn't quite decide what it would be when I actually said it. But we've only got a few minutes left. And it looks like we could get a clean sheet. Bit of a jinx that'll probably be. I'll just move the webcam a tad. I can't seem to get... Oh, that's brilliant. Now the webcam started to move over and all that. I can't quite get a perfect position for the webcam. Because if you don't know and you can't tell, the webcam's not like on not a tripod. But it's not connected to the computer or anything. It's basically, and this is really amateur, it's just the top of my telly's got a little thing at the back. And there's a little flap, I guess you could say, at the back of the webcam. Oh, it's a penalty kick, oh dear. And basically the webcam stands on the top of the TV. So when I rock the telly, it looks like an earthquake. Basically that's it. But it's 2-1 here. Let's focus on the game a little bit now. This is worrying, very worrying. If you couldn't tell by the time I'd said worrying 3 times. But we don't want to do this now. Go away. I don't get what the hell's happened here. Oh, I don't know anymore. I really don't know. I want to tell the players to tighten up, not do any tactical change. We've gone back to counter. We slipped out the playoffs purely on goal difference. And oh god, it's the last minute. Hopefully Bristol don't get a goal here. McLaughlin to Nedelev. Love gets it out. That's a good clearance there. Husband gets the ball, gets it out once again. Malumbu. Yusuf Malumbu playing for Bristol. Blimey. Nedelev to Yaitu. Oh, I thought it was a penalty then. Armstrong, just keep the ball. Adam Armstrong hasn't scored a goal yet on his return, but he hasn't really been given many chances, so, we'll give him time. Diatu to Nedelev. Love gets it out. This should be the end of the game. I don't think there should be a goal here. Harper. Nice ball up to Armstrong. That'll do, donkey. And then put it in the box for Shenton, and it's 3-1. I mean, that's a result. Armstrong combined with Oliver Shenton, and had Shenton's 3rd goal of his Portsmouth career. And apparently the fans said that Shenton was the best signing last season. Now, come to think of it, did Abita sign last season? No, he didn't. He signed the season before. So actually, yeah, that's probably about right. There weren't really many signings we made last season. It was a bit of a quiet summer. And this summer's been a bit of a quiet summer, to be honest. We made little dealings, but nothing that's too magnificent. Last year we signed Berbatov, and I think I've learned from that as a mistake. Because we were paying him 500 grand, and he didn't even score 1 goal. So that's the problem with him. But it's 3-1 here. We've won the match. I am really, really happy with that. And onwards and upwards now to the Luton game, which hopefully we can get to the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup with no major slip. Fair amount of change then for this game against Luton Town. We've got Trevor Hoare in the up front again. If you don't know who he is, watch the last episode. And then we've got Jacob Simpson-Morris as well in the midfield. And apart of that, a few rotational changes, but nothing too special. But of course, we're travelling to Luton for this game, and hopefully we should be able to win it quite easily. We just get Mark Chamberlain to do all the opposition instructions. For some reason, we can't actually set Mark Chamberlain as the guy who handles opposition instructions, but Chris Morgan does them and doesn't even know how to do them. So it's like, well, surely we should be able to, but I don't know. Anyway, Jack Stacey had a good start for them, put it into Lee, and that was very nearly a goal at the start, a bit worrying there. Just in the opening few minutes then at Luton, and apart from that, nothing's happening. Blimey. It's not Yaya Sonogo who's signed, it's Yaya Songo. He played for Warsaw, I want to say, at some point. By the way, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, Jamal Lowe has gone out on loan to Bolton, as we said before, and also Bobby Adekanye has gone out on loan to Rotherham. But that's going to stop. We're not going to have any more players going out on loan, or else we're not going to end up with any players. But it's just this season we've got a really overcrowded squad, and there's no point keeping the ball at the club. But a nice ball from Thompson to Naismith into a beater, back to Hort, and that was very nearly a second goal in the same amount of days for games for Trevor Hall there. It'd be brilliant. But Ryan Allsop takes control, 16 minutes in, and we seem to have the upper hand on Luton here. We've had well, the only team with shots, and it's about equal, I'd say, in terms of possession, which is all nice to see. But really, we could credit that possession with a goal. That would be nice, wouldn't it, at some point? Not really much going on here. It's been a bit of a boring episode, to be honest. The game beforehand, obviously, against Bristol was a bit meh. I mean, we scored some goals, but apart from those highlights, there wasn't really many highlights. But here, it could be a goal. Lee, Grimshaw, what more? Get it out for now. Visa to Trent McGoey, I don't know. But he scored a debut goal, fair play to him, and we're 1-0 down. Whoops. Right, 10 minutes to go in this first half, and the alarm bells are starting to ring for us. I mean, we don't really care about the Carabao Cup, but, you know, we don't really want to go out in this sort of fashion. If they make it 2-0, I'll be really shocked. McGoey, Myler gets it back, Husband to a beater. Can we chuck it up the pitch? Chaplin, back to a beater. Really good player, a beater. I'm really happy with him since he's come in. Lovely ball into Naismith. Nothing comes of it though. Lee, back to Hayes. They're actually doing better than us, you know, here. They're building up a bit more, in a bit more composed way. Grimshaw to Hayes, to Lee, into the box. It's 2-0. What is this? This is quite unbelievable. I'm speechless here. Fair play to them, you know, but, wow. Wow. Luton lead us here, 2-0. I'm just right shock, that is. The massive shock. Wow. 47 minutes then, it's half-time here at Kenilworth Road. It's inevitable what's going to happen now. We're going to have to tell the players to sort it out, 100%. But we're going to bring on Chris Long in place of Hoare. Just because we're losing, we'll bring on Colkett in place of Simpson Morris. You know, you could say, well, you're just cheating now. You know, you said you were going to play him, but, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, it's panic stations now. We've got to sort it out. We've got 45 minutes to get this back on track, and we're going to have to tell the players we demand more out of them, 100%, but a lovely goal here would really help. A beater into the box for Naismith to Chaplin. The players just do what they're asked of, really. Chaplin with the finish straight away after half-time, and another 2 in the next 5 minutes to do us beautifully. A lovely hit from Watmore to a beater on the wing, and a beater just runs with it, jumps past Justin, and then header from Naismith to Chaplin on the volley. Chaplin puts it in the back of the net. That's brilliant stuff. 43 minutes left here then. Holmes Dennis to Hayes. Into the box for Stacey. And also... Oh! How did Allsop get that? How Allsop did not get that is unbelievable. I thought Aiton might either gone over the bar or Allsop had got it. That's awful. Jesus, we're going to go out the Carabao Cup here, aren't we? Jack Stacey with a lovely header, but Allsop should have got that. Tut indeed. 40 minutes left here and we're going to lose. Oh dear. Well, it's been nice knowing you all. 35 minutes left here at Kenilworth Road. Can we do anything about what's happening? David Myers wants to come off, so we're going to have to... No, we can't actually, because we haven't got any midfielders to replace him with on the bench for today's game. But we've got 25 minutes left here. We're going to have to make another substitution, and that'll be in the form of Jack Harper for Jack Harper for... Actually, no, we're going to get to our bonkers formation. Let's do that, shall we? Right, there we go. That's the lovely formation we're going with now. Chaplin there. It's not going to work, I don't think. We'll bring Harper on for a beater. Harp can play there. You can play there. Actually, no, you can play there and you can play there. And then... Where would you fit in, son? He can play up front. Should we go for 4-2-4? And if anybody knows me, they're going to crease themselves at the 4-2-4 idea. But, oh, we can't do it. So we're going to have to bring Chaplin back, actually. That works. Okay, that's fine. So you can play as a advanced forward, I suppose. But if anybody knows me, just put 4-2-4 down in the comments and you'll know exactly what I mean. Anyway, 20 minutes left to get 2 goals back to be within a chance to even proceed now. And Lee nearly made it 4-1 for Luton. I can't believe we were nearly playing 4-2-4 there. Dear me. Right, 15 minutes to go. Can we get anything? This is absolutely ridiculous now. We should be getting at least 1 goal back. It's panic stations now. And the players are running around like headless chickens. It's not quite good enough. 15 minutes to go. Come on, honestly. 14 minutes to go now. Come on. 10 minutes left and we've got a highlight. This looks good. Well, it doesn't look good at all. Stacey to McGoey. To Brian. Back to Grimshaw. Holmes Dennis. This is going a bit slower than I'd like. Lee. McGoey. Come on, number 6. Get that back. Stacey in the box and all stop saves. And what are we doing? Stacey. Hopefully this will be a counter-attack for us, not a goal for them. Stacey into the box. We get it out. Stacey back into the box again. And it's another corner kick. What is going on here? I mean, I know there's upset sometimes, but we're never the club that get upset. But let's look at the positive side. If we go out of this, we have championship games from now all the way up until January. And, you know, there's no... I mean, the Carabao Cup didn't take up any time anyway, but it's just that, you know, we can play, focus on the championship, not worry about this. But, you know, if we can get through, I'm not going to moan. But Long to Naismith. Can we get a goal back? Naismith to Husband on the wing. Husband puts it into Harper. Shoots! Oh, that's very close to Jack Harper's first goal for the Pompey. 5 minutes to go here. Can we get anything out of it? I don't think we can. I think this is all over now. And this doesn't look very good. But Burgess. Good ball to Long. Can we get a goal back? Long. Into the box. Nothing coming of it. Lee. Out now to McGoey. Colquitt nicks it back. Nice. To Harper. Oh, that's a poor pass. Stacey again. He's been the player of the match, that Stacey, definitely. Naismith. To Harper in the box. Shoots. It's a goal for Jack Harper. It's his debut goal. Well, it's not his debut goal, but it's his first goal for the Pompey. May there be many more for the ex-Real Madrid, Brighton and Malaga player. But fancy going to Pompey via Real Madrid, Brighton and Malaga. Lovely volley from Harper there. And hopefully we can get another one. Right, here we go. A few minutes left then. 5 minutes added time. Can't do anything now. We just got to wait for the players, see if they do anything. Hold the phone. Shinji Kagawa's playing for Hull. What? Oh, they are in the Prem, to be fair. Better say if they're in the Championship, like, how is he playing for them? But apart from that little distraction, it looks like we're going to be out. Well, we are definitely out. They've just made it 4-2. And that's a worry, that is. Well, it's offside, but, you know, we still conceded the 4th goal. Oh, dear. The action comes to a close and we're out. Ooh. That's an interesting one. I can't lie, I'm not happy, but you've got to take the positives. And we're out of the Carabao Cup the earliest we've been so far, and that's got to be disappointing. We were supposed to get in the 3rd round, which doesn't really mean the board conferences are going to be too great. But really, hopefully we can make that up in the league. But anyway, we'll come back next, I think, for the Fulham and Wolves games. They sound like good games to come back for, and hopefully we can get something out of them. Anyway, I've been TIJ. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment any thoughts down below and subscribe for daily FM content. Thank you so much for your support, guys. And I'll see you guys later. Look, I'm already ready to do the thumbs up. See you guys later.